My name is Anne-Marie and I'm a professional tarot reader making my living online for going on 30 years now. I started off just like you. I had tried to previously learn the tarot cards and you can bet that I failed. I stumbled and messed up when I was first starting out. Is this starting to sound familiar? If you're like most people that I talk to, you can relate. But then I turned it all around in a very short amount of time. And here's the secret. I began reading in pairs and using just one spread that provided all of the positions in the tarot. I found a unique way to tap in and put all of the pieces of the tarot's guidance together. After that, the results became easy. I simply found it was like learning another language. And I've been getting great results for myself and for others for the last 30 years. The point is, I know exactly what it takes to do an honest and accurate tarot reading. Now I'm going to show you how to do this too. So stick with me because you're going to love it. Hi everyone, hello, how are you all today? Here we are for some more live tarot training with me, Anne-Marie, your instructor, and we're continuing our journey through the Minor Arcana cards, and at the moment we are still studying the Wand family. So, with no further ado, I'm going to jump right in. I've got a busy day today and I have done lots of bits and pieces on here for you. Hi Sherry, hi, how are you? It's lovely to have you along. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's pop that on there for the sake of this. So do say hello if you are watching and let me know if you've got any questions. Happy to answer them for you. So the Nine of Wands, devotion to duty. So here we have our character in this scene that looks as if he's defending himself against quite a lot of odds. Do remember that the wands are all about action. So this is things that we are doing, actions in our world, actions in our life, okay? So this is a scene where he is battered but not broken. And it's asking us to pull ourselves together for one final hard task. So it's like, don't give in, even though you know it's really tricky. You know it's coming at you, the army's coming to get you, but go on, just give it another try. Go for it. The strength that we need to keep going, even though we are tired, weary, fed up, wanting to give up, staying at your post, not abandoning the issue. That's what this card is all about. It's about resilience, courage, persistence. It tests our faith and boundaries. This card signifies bravery and an ability to stick to your duty against the odds and keep fighting through the hard times, all of which are great qualities which this situation does demand of us. So this card asks us to think very carefully about our responses to struggles. Are we brave enough and selfless enough? Or do we actually look out for ourselves rather more than put duty second? It all depends on the circumstances in which we find ourselves. So this often means, when you get this in a reading, that somebody is battered and broken and really wants to walk away because they see no point in continuing. However, it is all about the way in which you perceive the situation. And it does feel as if this is kind of like, General Custer's sort of last, the army's coming to get me and what shall I do about it? I can't really defend myself. So, warm F plus reading for investment. I'm not quite sure what you mean, darling. So if you could let me know what you mean, I'd be happy to speak with you. Okay, so yeah, it's a card of our physical strength, feeling as if, we're really tired. Look at the bandage on his head. That's signifying the physical stress, the fact that he's battered, maybe injured from a battle that he's been through, i.e. signifying symbolically ourselves. and the action has led us to feel very battered. It's also referring to the headaches that this person's been going through, and we all know what that's like. It's difficult, isn't it? You know, sometimes you go, I just want to give up. I know it's going to go wrong, so there we go. But it depends which way you look at it. And, you know, you're so close to the Ten of Wands, you know, which is that final bit, that final push. So this is Nine of Wands, and it always signifies that we're tired, that, you know, look how I've come out of this battle and I've been fighting, and clearly, you know, it's actually really, really not helping. Now then, Kimberly, I do not read reversed cards, okay? Because Kimberly is asking if this card comes upside down. Now, let me tell you why, okay? The method that I use uses a major and minor card together. So whenever I do a reading, even if it's just a question, you know, a yes or no, and I want to pull two cards, the major card tells you what's going on, as in circumstances. Everything's got a beginning, a middle, an end. Everything sort of comes up with, we've got to be in charge, we've got to nurture. We get authorities like the Hierophant. We have communication, like people that come into our lives, physical attraction or relationships. So that's your major arcana. Your minor arcana tells you the background effects that's going on. So there is no point reading reverse card in my method. I can't talk about other people, and that's absolutely fine. You know, it's a very good question, Kimberly, but it's something where I say, using the method I do, I wouldn't touch anything else because this works. How do I know that? I've trained people for years. I've had my own tarot company, not this one, but a very big one, 250 readers, psychics, mediums, clairvoyants, you know, crystal balls, Reiki, everything and anything. And I led premium telephone lines and instant messenger, text, email readings, all through using, not my system entirely, they did their own thing, but I was there to support them and say to them, look, if you're struggling, try this. You know, and trained people who wouldn't have been able to read the cards, they were getting stuck. So it can be a mystery, can't it? Oh, what does it mean? Is it this? Is it that? Reversed usually is the opposite of the meaning itself, you know, but you're asking the wrong person, darling, because I simply cannot comment because I just didn't go down that path. And you might say, oh, you know, why not? Because this method works, and that is what strategy of a reading is all about, and the way that I do it. However, you know, great question. Maybe someone else can help you with that, but I think it's brilliant. I wouldn't want to avoid that. Just don't comment because I really don't read like that. So sorry, my darling, but if you want to have a look at how I read, do go and look at some of the 300 videos that's on my YouTube channel. And have you know, the PDF. Write to me for the PDF. I've got an advert flowing at the beginning and at the end here, so you can see that you can write to me at hello@tarotcourses.online. That comes at the beginning of the video if you watch the replay, so you can note down the address. It's always in the blurb on YouTube, and I've put it on the video at the end of this session today. I always spend about 15 hours trying to get this right for these free shows that I do for you. Why? Because it matters to me how it looks, and it matters to me what I say to you. Right, now let's have a look. Okay, Ghost Fluff. I am from Yorkshire, and so we'd say Ghost Fluff. I've lost my accent a long, long time ago. Right, Kimberly. Oh, yeah. Look at the method of using pairs. It's really tricky. If you've got a major arcana card, you know, sorry, I was going to show you my little tarot box today at the end. Okay, let's just, Kimberly, for example, okay, let's say, you're welcome. Let me just say, let's say that we get the Nine of Wands, and we've got, this is a deck that I designed. I hate doing this, but it's because I've got a PDF, I haven't got much choice. There's the death card, my image of the death card. 2006 and that was with my company. So let's say that we have the death card, which is transformation, change, links to Scorpio, the house of Scorpio, and you've got the Nine of Wands. Okay, it's saying that you are struggling physically with transformation and changes. Make sense? Can you see what I'm saying? All right, let's do another one. High Priestess, great one here. Okay. So again, I'll be doing some of this with you later on, okay? But not like this. I've just, great questions, so want to answer it for you. So there's my High Priestess that you can see. So this is about secrets to be revealed to you, your intuition, guidance, spiritual guidance. Nine of Wands comes up with this. There's physical struggles with your intuition. It's draining you. You see, but in a physical way, not in an emotional way, because the Wands is action. It's not draining your head because it's not the swords. It's not draining your finances or your material aspects in life or something you've already tangibly got, because it's not pentacles. Can you see what I'm saying? Can you see? It's so exciting. So, you know, I wouldn't go around this, oh, it could be this, it could be that. It's boom. And when you get to look at the placement of where I provide the spread, the self, other people, the past, the future, what's coming, what's challenging you, what's getting in the way, who's getting in the way, when is it going to happen, how, what's the background effects involved. There's all positions in the spread that I teach you. That goes with my course, which is tarotcourses.online, where you can go on and you don't have to sign up for anything. You just buy it and that's it. You go through the videos on your own and you go through each course individually. Start with beginners if you don't know much, go through all of them, you know, just do the major arcana, the minor arcana, whatever it is. But if you know all of that and you feel really confident in that, then jump straight into the actual method, which is my signature course, the intermediate, okay? So, right. Jaspreet, we are not doing readings today. This is tuition. Sorry, sweetie, that's Fridays, okay? So, sorry about that. Okay. Puds, that's my, you can't put your own name up on Twitch, and if you can, I've totally got it wrong, so I call myself Pudsley on there, as in, because it's my first doggy's name. So yeah. Oh, so yeah, when I was talking about how to say ghost fluff or ghost fluff, you're Irish-born, Egyptian and South African raised that moved to Japan, and English is your sixth language. My word. Wow. And you're dandy king of accents. How fantastic. I take my hat off to you. Gosh, all those languages. Do you know, we're in another country, and because I speak in English all the time, I understood far, far more in my first couple of years. A, I was younger, and B, I had a little less responsibility with business and less dogs. Now got 9. Rescued, and yeah, we picked 2 new puppies through choice, little Shih Tzus recently, but in that time I think we've had 20 odd to 30 sort of animals come our way, all dogs that we have rescued and adopted or done something for. So I got to put the aircon on. And I won't be staying long today, folks, because I'm off to socialise with the village. We are having a bit of a celebration for the Jubilee celebrations. So it's just a lunch and meeting lots of people that live in the village. Okay, so there you go. So it's nothing to do with saying please, Jaspery. I'm not doing that today, sorry. Hi, I'm very well, Sultan. How are you? Lovely to have you along. This is all about tuition. So if you want to learn the cards, this is what this is about. Okay. And Jasper, if you do want readings, Friday at 5 for an hour, UK time, 5 o'clock. So I take my hat off to you, Ghost Fluff, because learning languages, I'd love to. I'm nosy, see, I want to know what's being said and learn what I can. You know, I'm curious. very interested in what people are saying. So it's with great sadness that I don't speak more languages than just the one. My other language, a little bit of French, even though I got that wrong. You'll laugh, you know. I remember going into a shop and think I was ordering 2 rolls for me and my friend, and I asked for 2 fish. She cried with laughter and had to go and find the ladies to sort of calm herself down and just stop crying with laughter. Yeah, okay. Oh, right, Ghost Fluff. Stick with me because next week will be the Page and the Knight of Wands, and then it'll be the Queen and the King of Wands. So we'll be doing that one much more extensively. But yes, Queen of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands is a card that is all about trust. If you look in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, you will see that our Queen sits on a throne. It is a card that very much she has a cat sitting in front of her, which shows that animals trust this lady. So symbolically, it's telling you it's all about trust. So you are somebody that's also quite serious in life, and you've acquired a lot of seriousness in your actions because of the Suit of Wands. Okay, so you are probably practical, and you are adept hand at being able to make things happen. You do things through action, and you do so in a very focused and serious manner. You are trusted, you probably like the outdoors, you like, there's a need to get on, and you are able to command an audience where people will learn from you and treat you with respect. So that's a little about our Queen, okay? So hope that helps. You know, write to me, Ghost Fluff. Hello at tarotcourses.online, okay? Get the PDF, and that will include all the bullet points for each of the wand family. If you want to go back and do, you also want the PDFs, you can have the major arcana, you can have the 4 minor arcana, which is the suits of swords, cups, wands. I won't give you the pentacles till we get to that. We'll be getting there in a couple of weeks. Okay, and then after that I'll be doing a little bit more about technique. Okay, so that will help, and you're welcome. Watch at the end, I'll give you the address again, but it's hello@tarotcourses.online. It'll be coming up on the screen shortly. Okay, so Ghost Fluff, you're welcome. Wow, you see, absolutely. Animals trust you. The 6th sense. They know. Some humans may not. They may choose to not be on that vibe at this time in their life to do that, in which case, you know, you're not for everybody, but mostly that's what you are bringing up. Okay, so, so lovely. Absolutely love it. No, you've not missed too much, Victor. I popped on today as I've tried to get a lot of things here for everybody. I'm trying to modify, but honestly, the frustration of wanting to do it and being, I shouldn't say it, it's wrong to say that I was so busy this week with calls, because how lucky and grateful I am. But the frustration of having something in your head and it dangling there for days, that's what I mean. You know, it's like, oh gosh, I'm going to forget. I don't know what I want to do it like this now. What was I thinking? I'm like that, you see. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Lovely to see you. This is all about tuition. I hope that's okay. I hope that you're here to sort of see us on learning all about cards and tarot cards, as in today, 9 of Wands and 10 of Wands. But if you are interested in having readings, by all means, you can contact me for a personal reading, or you can come on Fridays when we do 5 o'clocks and we do questions, and I give you a mini snapshot reading. Okay. Right, let's see. Oh, lovely to talk to you. Thank you. It's wonderful. So, right, now then, let's move to our next card. Okay, right. So, bear with me because as our Ten of Wands, I have all sorts of stuff coming over the screen, telling me who's watching, what's going on, how long we've been going, and. So it's one of those things where I say to you, oh, that's brilliant. I'm really pleased. Yes, yes. Yes, we will do that, Victor, but it takes a lot for me to set it up to make it right. And at the moment I have had, I've just explained, I've had so much that I've wanted to kind of prepare for you all that I needed to do that. And with readings being absolutely bonkers this week, it's probably a record week. Yeah, move to YouTube, Ghost Fluff. Absolutely fine. I've done an advert on here to suggest to people to do that because it's easier. It's just easier, okay? Your name is Me Have Donut. Ah, brilliant. Okay, so we'll look out for you when you turn up on YouTube here. That's brilliant. A lot of people do that from Twitch. I just think it's probably easier. And you know what? I have not mastered how to deal with Twitch at all. But there you go. So, 10 of Wands. Well, look at our character. Carrying that heavy load. Physically carrying it. So much so, not looking where he's going. Okay, and that's probably because, oh, I'm doing all of this, okay? Maybe feeling burdened and crushed by too much action, work, projects. Who can relate to that, huh? I bet we all can relate to that. Oh my goodness me. When Ghost Fluff comes in, we are looking out for Me Have Donut, okay? Let's look out. Let's help each other. So we're looking for Ghost Fluff to change onto YouTube. In a minute, you'll be able to see the comments coming up when I switch over and show you a few decks to help you choose what you might want to read with, and things that I've got, and things that you might like. Okay. Where were we? Taking on too much. I think we can all relate to that, can't we? We can all be looking at doing too many things at once. Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, Ghost Fluff. Please do write to me because it's not time for me to talk about that here. And I know that you're probably busy. I would love to learn more. I really, truly would. Thank you. I will let you know. And I really do mean that. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. So perhaps because you've got my email address, okay, please do just drop me a line so that I can get in touch with you and learn as much as I can about how to learn more about Twitch. Oh, Tony and I will be very excited about knowing that. Just because I've talked about it, sorry, that was covering that up a little bit. Oh, thank you very much, Victor. Alpha Inner Wisdom. Yes, extensive wisdom. Always wanting to learn. Always wanting to learn. Oh, thank you very much, Ghost Fluff. Okay, right. So, 1 minute, it's freezing with the aircon, and the next minute it's like... And I'm truly sorry, I've left my glass over there. Oy, oy, oy. Look, give me a moment. I will have... No, I must have took it downstairs last night. Oh, what a numpty. I've got an empty coffee cup here. I don't want to be swigging out of the bottle. I'll have a swig out of my sports bottle, but there you go. It's icy cold, which is lovely. I'll have a little drink out of that in a memento when I put an advert on while we change scenes. So I have digressed. Sorry. It's so lovely to chat to you all. Okay, right. So, feeling burdened and crushed by work, taking on too much, being weighed down by your responsibilities, struggling to take on too many tasks and too many projects. We all do it, you know. This card's a reminder that however active and energetic we are, there is a limit to what we can do. So it's kind of saying to you, watch it. you're going through physical burnout. And when we go through physical burnout, it can manifest itself as in aches, pains, headaches, more serious things, that the body just goes, if you don't listen to me, I am going to make sure we take a break and have a rest. So I'll give you a cold or something where you have to listen. Something of that nature. It depends what's going on. If that came up with the hermit, you'd be going, wow, wow, wow. Because the hermit is all to do, it's a health card, okay? Not that we do health, but it gives you some idea that it can manifest itself physically. So it can be physical symptoms. Now then. You lot are brilliant. I am so enjoying the chat with you all today. Thank you so much. Do make sure, Kimberly, it might be a good idea for you to subscribe to YouTube, press the bell. Yes, I'd love your subscription, but more so that you will find everything in a neat, tidy place in the playlist there. It will notify you when I'm on. I never give it time at the weekends when I'm coming on. I have to do it in between. But Fridays is sacred for my lovelies to have their free readings at 5 o'clock, and I'm here as consistently as it's humanly possible to do so. Okay, right, okay. Now, look at this. So shingles for Kimberly, and Victor is telling us he had the 10 of Wands 2 weeks ago, and it burnt him out, okay? You see, it's exactly what it's about, So this card's a reminder that we've got to take it easy. There's a limit to what we can do. We're burdened with extra responsibilities, hard work, and trying to get to completion. If you look at our character, he's walking towards the town, and the town is far away. And incidentally, I'll have to mention this because I'm going because I want to tell you. If you look at this card in Rider-Waite, is so symbolically rich for you as a new reader. That's actually, when people used to be on stage and they'd bring down a screen, that's a screen. If you look, can you see the bottom's got a line? Okay, so it's our character's on a stage and we're seeing the scene behind, and he's walking towards the town. Just wanted to tell you that. Okay, so it's a case of knowing that you are taking on too much. And the 10 of Wands notes that you are taking on extra burden, a heavier workload, of greater responsibility. Even though it's weighing you down and making things tougher for you, you understand it is only allowed to be temporary. So if you're willing to put in the hard work to accomplish your goal and reap the rewards later. Okay, right. Bear with me a minute, folks. We are going to jump into our next scene. I'll be back in a moment. Hang on. That hasn't quite paid out, so let's put it onto this one. Okay. And here we have on screen the minor arcana, the suit of wands, the fire family, which is what we're studying right now. So this course allows you to learn the symbology of the Rider-Waite based decks and the element of fire and what it really means in a reading. So there's 10 individual videos here from Ace of Wands to the 10 of Wands. You can learn all about the suit of wands and what each individual card actually means. I did not include the court cards here. I've done them as a separate course for you to learn all of the 16 court cards, which I will show to you. But for now, the suit of wands is associated with the element of fire, which is hot, wildly unpredictable, and dynamic. Wands are the fiery cards of the spirit and associated with passion and inspiration. Here's a little bit about me as your instructor, and this suit of wands will teach you all about the energy that symbolizes human willpower. This course is designed to teach both spiritual novices and experts alike. Here you will learn the positive and negatives of the suit of wands. This course can help you move on to all of the minor arcana. So my lovelies, sorry about that. I need to switch scenes. It was my intention to play that to you. So that's a little bit about the wands that you can purchase on tarotcourses.online if you want to know more about the wands. And of course, there is the major arcana, there is the court cards that I've done separately because everyone finds them tricky, don't they? Court cards, court cards. So we can do lots and lots about that once we've completed this cycle of going through the 78 cards on here. Our next bout of what we are going to be doing is I'll be showing you a little bit about pairs. So what have I got for you today, my lovelies? Well, actually I should move that there, shouldn't I? Right, okay. So I have for you 4 different suits of tarot, and you should be able to see the different kinds of cards. I've got about 60, 70 decks. Oh, look! Yay! Victor, thanks for that. Thank you so much for letting people know that it's just lessons. So really appreciate that. Let me know if you want to be a moderator, Victor. I can sort that out for you if you want, okay? Look what he's saying. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. Oh, I've done it again. I've missed off my tarot logo on this side. Oh, Lord, why do I end up... every week I have something. It's like, where did that go? Right. So we have the Fairy Tale Tarot. So look at this. Now, isn't it interesting? Every time you make a comment, Victor, about decks that you enjoy, they've all been from these guys, Karen Mahoney and Alex Ukloff. Okay. And this is the Fairy Tale Tarot. I have shown you the fantastic Menagerie by the same, what do you call them when they designers? Yes. Look, same people. Okay, we've seen this before. Okay. And you see how I have always got my major cards separate from my minor cards. That's the major. And I did a little reading. Oh, crikey, look at this. Just shows you, doesn't it? I've got so many decks. Oh, we'll have to have a look at those later. Not today, but I will bring them out. Boy, I've forgotten about those. So, yeah, same people. So, I'm not going to go. I know damn well I won't be able to find. I should have pulled those out, but I was just so busy. That's not my intention. My intention is to show you these, but it's interesting that Victor absolutely loves people that make the Menagerie, the Fairy Tale Tarot. They also did a vampire deck, and I just didn't like it, so I gave it to somebody. It was lovely, but it just, I couldn't do anything with it. I'm not keen on this. I think it could go to someone who could use it, if you see my drift, rather than just collecting it and hoarding it and going, let's put that somewhere else. So, and what else have they done? I'm trying to think. The Romantic, Barbara Prague. Here, look, you see, sometimes I don't keep them in the boxes. These are just lovely sort of tarot bags. So I thought I'd just show you some tarot bags. Look, Victor, this is these people again, and this is the Romantic tarot. Oh gosh, look at that. Talk about that. I've pulled out the 10 of Wands. Okay, so can you see? Well, we've got to keep that out, haven't we? Both of those are that. And these, gosh, I forget about. Put things away. These are giant. Can you see? Okay, anyway, my intention was to say they're tarot bags. I forgot what was in them. It's like, let's get some tarot bags out to show my lovely viewers. So this is just a plain velvet bag that came with that deck. Nice to keep the cards in. These are the boxes, of course. This is another little tarot bag that I picked up somewhere. And again, that's from Karen and Alex. And this was a present from a lady that I read for and gave a reading to in Russia. And I read for her on Instagram. She booked a reading through Instagram with me, and she was so pleased that she said, "Please let me make you something." And I said, "No, you pay for your reading, it's absolutely fine. I'm more than delighted to have met you." So there we go, you know. Absolutely lovely, isn't it gorgeous? So all beaded, so I'm very, very privileged to have been given that as a gift. Years ago, here's my deck that I produced. I don't use it too often because it was more to do with graphics on computer, you know, and it's pip deck. So can you see every single sort of minor arcana? So apart from the court cards, we've got the 9, the 10, they're the same. So they're quite hard to read with, but that wasn't the idea. I did it so that graphically I could show them on a computer screen, so they were really sort of bold and clear. You see, nice clear graphics. But as luck would have it, Angie and John, printers, I taught their children to drive. I was in my previous sort of career. I was also a driving instructor, and I knew them for years, and I taught all their kids, and you know, went on and on and on. But they said to me, "Come on, you've got to make a physical deck. So we'll do it at a really dirt cheap price for you. Just pay for the card and the box, and we'll do it." So I had a physical deck, 2006. So I've been at this a long time, you can see. And that was, you know, if I'd done that then, you can imagine what was going on before that. So let's go back to 9 of Wands. So here we can kind of see our soldier. Let me just, bear with me, folks. I'll try and zoom in a little bit there. Okay. Let's make that a bit bigger there. So if I just move it there, you can sort of see, yeah? And then I can move it along again in a minute. So 9 of Wands here from the Fairy Tale Tarot. Okay, just in case you want to get it. As I said, I don't always have the boxes. Here we've got a soldier and looking as if he's got a poorly leg. He looks as if, oh, you know, gosh, look at me, I'm a wounded soldier. And the ladies are going, oh my goodness, what can we do? You know, how can we help? Lovely. So isn't that great? Okay. And then we've got the Light Seers, and that's the 9 of Wands. Difficult to read with. We have the wands here as a gate, and she's standing there holding up her wand, but we can't really see that she's battered and broken, so it can be difficult to read with. You see, that's why I want to show you this beautiful deck and lots of other images. You know, some you win, some you lose. You know what I mean? It's like that may be very difficult to read that deck for you. If you're a new reader, it might speak to you like, pop, oh, my intuition saw this and that and the other. Really, 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 really makes it fabulous. Sorry, I seem to have a little hair in my mouth. Tony's sneaked off to have his lunch without me because I said I was doing this. I'll join them later. I'm quite happy. And I said I would do that. And I said to him beforehand, you go, no. And then he's come up and said, I'll give you a coffee. I better go and grab a seat in case there's nowhere for us to sit. Huh? Oh. Right, let's have a look. Can't say no to Mod. Yes, thank you. Yay! Thank you. Now, that's nothing, Victor, off pressure. No pressure. You do it as and when you are able to. Don't go trying to plan around me. If you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. But I will add you through YouTube once I get a chance. Actually, hold on. Can I do that now? No, I can't do it. I don't want to do anything weird. I've already messed it up. I'll leave it alone. Okay, I've just got lots and lots of things on the screen. One day I'll actually sort of just zoom it in on my camera so you can see what I'm seeing, which is I look like I'm in the BBC. I haven't got a clue. So any help, I'm very grateful, very, very grateful. You see? Oh, bless you. This is Ghost Bluff. Okay? Yay! Oh, you love the Lightseers deck. It's beautiful, which is, of course, why I bought it. But can you see what I'm saying? I'm really not putting it down. That's not my intention. I'm here to say, would that help you in the beginning? If it would, great. But as someone that's taught tarot for a long time to a lot of people, like, oh, I can't get anything. I've got card blindness. What shall I do? Da, 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 da. I can understand that. So, you know, before you invest in a deck, it's good to know, isn't it? But it's also, they're so pretty. And it's lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so. Wow. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. I would never, anyone drink. Oh, I've missed something here. Sorry, I think I've missed a comment there. Sorry. Okay, so let's move on to. I'll do that so that you can, if you want to, you know, it's easy for you to know what deck it is then, isn't it? Yeah? That's my intention. Okay, so we've looked at the Lightseers for the 9 of Wands. Girl standing there, doesn't look battered. Nothing to really tell us, you know, the bullet points that we kind of went through there in the way that, you know, you would find it easy. I'm really sorry, I'm distracted because I've got something stuck on my screen and I don't want it to be. And if I get rid of it, sometimes what happens is it cuts the next scene, okay? So, 9 of Rods in this case. Now, this is a deck I've had a very long time, gosh, 25 years, something like that, maybe 20 at least. Okay, Hanson Roberts, beautiful deck. Okay, so let me just try and zoom that a little bit. Okay, so I need to put that away. There you go. I'm getting clever, aren't I? She says. Goodness me, for an amateur lady like me, it is really difficult to sometimes learn how to do things, but I am determined to make it look the best that I can make it, in my opinion, for you guys, because you know what? I want you to be able to see things as clearly as possible. The clarity is what it's all about. So Hanson Roberts, so we have a brave soldier here, and he's got the bandage to represent, you know, his battles and his battered and the difficulties. Now the ones behind him signify the challenges, the amount of challenges, the amount of physical challenges that are going on there, as it actually is. Okay, and then we have this one, and this is our 9 of Wands in the Everyday Witch Tarot. Okay, I'll try and zoom that one a little bit more, kind of. Okay, there we go. All right, so you know, oh, look at, you know, I'm going to get you. She's fighting for it, you know. I love that. It's like, oh my gosh, what's coming at me next? Great image, great sort of interpretation of what that card's all about. Absolutely, truly amazing. Okay, so that one's the Ten of Wands. That one I'm going to get 9. And this is the Romantic Tower. I told you we wouldn't find it. We wouldn't be that lucky, would we? I think it's in this one. And that's the Menagerie. Okay, so it's got to be here. Go on. Might as well try and fish it out. Because, let me just show you. You were asking, forgotten who asked me. Sorry, somebody wasn't Lynn. Who was that? Ghost Fluff, I think it was you. Ghost Fluff, yeah? Me have dinner. You asking me about Queen of Wands? Were you? I think it was you, wasn't it? I've got confused now. I'm pretty sure it was. So, look how regal and fabulous that lady is. Isn't she just awesome? So there you go. If that's coming up for you, it's an aspect of you, darling. That's what it is. Never worry about the gender, because that is either the softness of the suit, or they're both serious. I cannot find it, sorry. Nine of Wands, there we go. Finally, folks. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. There we go. So 9 of Wands, as in with this deck. This is the Romantic Tarot deck, Bohemian Romantic deck. I'll move that there so you can see it. So there we've got our soldier defending things, yeah, almost like the final hour. Difficult. So, let's move. I'll tell you what, I'll do it this way, then I don't have to keep moving the camera. Okay, so that goes there, because we've dealt with that. 9 of Wands. Don't want to get all confused. Right, so 10. Sorry, darlings, I'll get there. So much to show you. So, right. So 10 of Wands, there she is, look, carrying the wood on her back, looking after the baby, looking as if maybe she's probably going to have to go and make a meal. She looks broken, doesn't she? Wore out, poor thing. So 10 of Wands, hard work. We don't need the guy carrying the wands on his back to actually know that that's what this is getting at. So that's a brilliant card. Love its symbology. It tells you straight away what it's all about. 10 of Wands here, our witchy poo kind of going, look at me carrying all of this. Isn't it a burden? Isn't it difficult? So again, you can kind of see what I'm saying. It's like there's a lot going on there. So I'm just trying to let you see that a little bit more. There we go. I'll get rid of Victor's comment. Sorry about that. I hadn't quite noticed. So this is the Everyday Witch. Lovely. And this is the Romantic Tarot from those guys, Karen and Alex. Karen Mahoney, Alex Ukolov. I've had lots of their decks. I just really appreciate them. I haven't bought any recently. Maybe they've got more. If anyone finds them, do tell me. It's just really difficult where I live to get certain decks. I can get them through Book Depository. They'll deliver here. But failing that, unfortunately, I have to wait for someone from the UK to bring them over so they arrive safely, instead of customs here drilling through the packet, ruining the deck, to make sure there's nothing sinister in there. Fair enough, but, it's damaged your goods, and what use is cards that are spoiled and ruined when, you get my drift. So, yeah, it's great. I used to get a lot more. And, I used to struggle to get decks, and now you can get them everywhere and anywhere. I don't live there, okay? Yes, it was you. It was you. So, yes, let me just come back to that. Where did I put it? Oh, Lord. Queen of Wands, there it is. Now, Can you see? Just because we had a question about, can you tell me about Queen of Wands? Someone that doesn't suffer fools gladly either. It's spit spot, get on with it. That reminds me of Mary Poppins, one of my favourite films. But it's like, action, come on, let's get going. And if you're not going to turn around and work hard, I truly am. And you know what? You're either with me or you're not with me. And most people just go, gosh, I feel, this person. And I talked about the outdoors, the sunflowers and the nature. Perfect of what Queen of Wands is about. Action doesn't mean you have to be hiking, up, Kilimanjaro or anything like that. It just means you've got, a natural sort of aptitude to actually like the outdoors and to get things done and to be that kind of wholesome person. Yeah, very balanced. But whenever it's a queen or a king, it's just talking about the maturity or the seriousness of where you are, in that sort of point. No, Tarot Destroyer. I wouldn't say that's accurate at all. It's not about she wants your money. Sorry. Nope. Right. Okay. Look at this. We've got a troll on here already. Oh Lord. Right. Hopefully I may have blocked that. Right, here you go. Okay. Okay, not interested in that. Yeah. No, no problem. It's a spammer. I've just got rid of them, Victor. Tony's not here and Nicola's not here today. Don't worry about it. Victor, it's because I'm not actually... I just clicked on there to see if I could make you a moderator coming in from Restream, but what it's trying to do is block you and I can't have that. Okay, so you see we've just got somebody here that... Yep, off you go, darling. Lovely to have you. Have a restful sleep. Okay, so let's just talk about Ten of Rods as it is with the Hanson Roberts. Beautiful deck illustrated by Mary Hanson Roberts. Our fellow walking towards his home, his abode, or the castle, or wherever he's got to deliver this huge sort of package of a bundle of difficulties, etc. Ten of Rods, okay? And so one of those things where you can clearly see he's nearly there, the end is coming, it's soon, he'll be able to put his burdens down. Ten of Wands also I always see as, you really do need to delegate what you're doing. You're taking on too much and maybe you're not actually, you'll see that in my course, I go on a lot about that, about the Ten of Wands, much more information and how we can kind of turn that around and learn from our experience, okay? And our beautiful light seers, the Ten of Wands there. And looking at that, look, I've come down the mountain, I'm carrying all of this. Now, this is where the light seers is fab. The other one was not, probably didn't speak to you, and what's Nine of Wands mean? This does. So you see what I mean? Sometimes you get the odd card where you go, but you like the deck. And I'm not affiliated or trying to tell you to buy these, it's just sharing. Sharing what I've chosen and why I chose it perhaps, and to share it with you and go, look, if you're struggling, could it be your deck? Could it be you need to change deck? Could it be that, this is great for you? Whatever. What I said. Yeah. I get that, Victor, fire and brimstone all the way when we do this, but tarot is much more about helping you navigate the life, to navigate the roadblocks that we've got. So I'm going to just come over here, back into our fairy tale, and there's the card actually on the box, okay? Ten of Wands. I'll put it on the table so you can really see it, okay? Hope that helps. And look at that. I want one of those, don't you? It's that, someone will tell me, I can't think of it at the moment, but it's that all the household items have come to life, okay, and there they are, doing everything and anything to help our lovely character here, who the broom's sweeping and doing the work. You've got another broom here carrying 2 pails of water. Everybody's doing the work. They're all sharing it. Remember I said about delegating? That's exactly what I mean. Yeah, absolutely. So, there you go. Okay. So I know, and you know what? I'm such a target doing tarot. I help some doctors out here with medical tourism, sort of in this place that I live. People sometimes want procedures done, and I've been lucky enough to have had my veins done and thrombosis and various things. And sometimes people say, "Oh gosh, I want that done, and I don't want to wait." And what's it like over there? So I help the doctors sort of and just send what I've had done and put them in touch with whatever. So I've got another YouTube channel, and gosh, it's so annoying because I put so much more work into this. And, I was looking at one of my videos yesterday. It's got 7,000 views, and it's like, do much more work on this, but just shows you, we are a target on tarot. We really are, because they are able to turn around and say, number one, come to me for a reading, and I'll take that X off you, or whatever it is, and you need to give me this money, and blah blah blah. Never ever 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 take any notice of somebody that is being so cruel and so unkind, and saying that they can see into your life in such a way, because absolutely not. You need to give your permission for somebody to be able to read your cards. And I spoke to so many people on the tarot lines, as in the past, where sadly they've fallen prey. And these are really sort of gifted and hardworking people that have, real intelligence, and fell for it because, they were burdened, just like the Ten of Wands. Too much going on, and listen to that nonsense, and paid them a fortune, and now I'm terrified. And it's like, why? And they won't leave you alone. So, yeah, I'm afraid so. And also people hijacking. 3 times I think my Instagram's been hacked, as in somebody pretending to me and pretending to be me on fake accounts. I would never reach out and say, you do this and you do that. If you want to write to me for the PDFs, that's what you get. And I just will say to you, here's a link to the courses if you want to do more. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I used to do. Yeah, absolutely. This is not readings, Moulin Rouge. Sorry, this is tuition. Okay, this is, one of those things. Sorry. No. If you read the blurb, this is how to read the cards. It's lessons today, not readings. Readings are Friday, 5 o'clock. Catches them. You'll have to be quick because it comes in really, really goddamn fast. Okay. Okay. So if you want to catch us on Fridays, so that's lovely, Victor. That's exactly how I started. I'd say, oh, they'd say, what do you want? And I'd say, gosh, I'm just practicing. I want the practice. And they'd say, no, it's your time. And it truly was. So I'd say, right, okay, why don't we barter something? And one lady did my ironing in exchange for me teaching her the tarot. When it was that I was learning the tarot, I would actually say, just maybe turn around and give me some petrol money, because it's took me half an hour to get from one side of London to the other to you. So I'd appreciate it if you did that, whatever it is. But then when you go down the path where you learn more and you want to get paid for your readings because you know that you are at professional standard, and it takes, I had to give up a whole school. I had a driving school with Tony. We were very successful in London. and this calling came stronger, and got a lot more money from teaching people to drive than reading tarot. But I set it up, and slowly, the demand got so much. It's like, actually, yeah, you know, you get to a point where, again, you progress from a page to a knight to a queen to a king, depending on your personality of the gender of queen or king. Nothing to do with the gender of who you are, male or female. It's just whether you've got a softness or whether you've got more of an authority like that of the king. So we'll be doing court cards soon. Right, yeah. So we'll be doing page and knight of wands next week. For now, I'm going to play you this, okay? This is, if anybody does want your reading, this is how you do it, okay? And then I'll be signing out and saying ta-ta. So I'll leave you watching this, and this is how it works if you want to have a reading with me. So until next week, when we are back for more tarot tuition, have a great week, and I better put some sun lotion on. It's about 38 degrees Celsius out there today. So I'll see you soon, okay? All the very best, and thank you so much for watching. And I do appreciate your support on the channel, more to do with the fact that having your support and helping people that really would like to know more about tarot, whether they want a reading and need to explore it or can't afford it or whatever it is, that's what I'm there for. And if you want to learn, I can help you, you know, quite simply. I know what it's like to feel that there's no help out there, and that's what this is about. And yeah, it's my intention to just do that. It's all about sharing. And if you want to go further, yeah, it takes more of my time, and I have to feed me and the boys and the girls that live here. So yeah, this is how you can have a reading, a paid reading. If not, see you next week. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye. Welcome to tarotcourses.online, where you can also have a live webinar reading with me. So all you have to do is click upon the appointment time that suits you and choose your reading, whether it's for 60 minutes or whether it's for 30 minutes. Here's a little bit about me, telling you what you will get from having a reading with me and the background effects of where I come from and why you should choose a reading with me. It's always a privilege to read for a client, and I specialise in tarot readings using a unique method that provides in-depth answers to the questions being asked. You can contact me on the website by using my chat box here, where I can answer any questions, or into my WhatsApp. So as your reader, I'm here to remove any confusion you feel in your mind and provide answers that make your way forwards easy and crystal clear.